We were ready for day 4 of our UAE trip in April 2025. It began with us dropping off our aunt Pushpa at her school in Dubai. It actually felt nice to see this part of her life that we had heard so much about, and watching the students enter their campus helped us connect with everyday life here. All this made me think. I feel travel would be more enriching if we made a little room for observing the commonplace, like watching students go to school, grocers set up shop, commuters go to work. Having dropped her off and gotten a taste of the everyday, we set our sights on Sharjah, a city that is close enough to Dubai to be considered an extension of it. That said, Sharjah is actually an emirate in itself, the third most significant city and emirate in the UAE after Dubai and Abu Dhabi. We used the Kareem app to hail a Honda Camry driven by a Telugu captain who took us to Sharjah. After a quick breakfast involving dosa and filter coffee, we were ready to explore Sharjah. It's easy to think of Sharjah as Dubai's plainer cousin. Many factors contribute to this impression: money, international ambition, public transport, and so on. However, it is still a city that packs in many interesting places. Based on our uncle and aunt's recommendation, we skipped some of the top entries in the list to start with Al Majaz Waterfront, which offers a view of the Khalid Lagoon and high rise buildings on the other side. All the Emirati cities along the Persian Gulf have a Corniche. Al Majaz waterfront is part of the Buhaira Corniche. Strolling its length was a pleasant experience. On the way, we encountered the pristine Al Noor Mosque. Its design involves a central dome surrounded by smaller domes, which is reminiscent of Istanbul's splendid Blue Mosque. After some more walking, we reached Al Noor Island, which shares its name with the mosque. The place has been transformed into a dense green grove of trees. As of 2025, there is an entry fee of 35 dirhams per adult. The appeal of the island is its DIY trails that allow you to explore. We are also bird watchers, so we had our binoculars out. April is not prime season, so we only spotted a few birds, including the Eurasian collared dove, a bird that's easily spotted pretty much everywhere in the UAE. By now, we were feeling the April heat, so it was nice to take a breather at a viewpoint like this. Al Noor Island also has a butterfly garden where we sampled some interesting patterns. Overall, I'd say that Al Noor Island offers a contrast to pretty much any other experience in the UAE. Then came a quick nostalgic visit to the Sharjah cricket stadium. While Sharon had not seen too much cricket growing up, it was her idea to visit. To a 90s cricket nut like me, Sachin and Sharjah were an integral part of growing up. Also, the answer to the quiz question, which stadium has hosted the most number of international cricket matches, is not Lords or Melbourne or Eden Gardens, but Sharjah. We were there purely for a selfie, but I felt saddened to see a rundown affair. In all, a short but meaningful stop. What followed next was a longer visit at the Sharjah Museum of Islamic Civilization. The museum was housed in what was less a building but more a statement. It had an imposing facade with Islamic pointed arches and a handsome golden dome. Inside, the grandeur continued, but the narrative was somewhat different. Romanesque niches on the walls and arches in a high ceiling made for a slightly more European architectural palette, interesting given the more Islamic themes outside. Our primary reason to visit was the museum's showcase of the golden age of Islam, particularly its contributions to the scientific and technological knowledge bank of humankind. I was thrilled to find excellent examples of a cherished medieval fascination, that is, the mechanical automaton. Take, for instance, the elaborate contraption that is the elephant clock. Here was another with a demonstration of a courtyard scene. Even better, a demonstration of the 16th century Ottoman polymath Taqiyuddin's use of a water wheel to raise water to a greater height. Ultimately, the purpose of a museum is to use objects and relics to stimulate the mind. The Sharjah Museum did that to me on multiple occasions, with this being my personal favorite, an exhibit dedicated to the 10th century Iraqi polymath Hassan ibn al Haytham, whose contributions to science make for astonishing reading. Considered a progenitor of optics, he was cited by European luminaries like Newton, Kepler, Huygens, and Galileo. His legacy is commemorated here through a demonstration of the camera, a device he helped pioneer. Until this point, I had never made the association with the Arabic word kamra, that effectively means room or chamber. The idea of a dark chamber that traps light owes its existence mainly to Haytham. Today, we live in a world ruled by Al Kamra. Stimulated and satisfied, we bid adieu to the museum and the city. Sharjah is often thought of as an unremarkable city given its more glamorous neighbor Dubai, and this did play on our minds in the morning when we started. By the time we left, though, it had become memorable to us through the choices we had made.